Hi you guys! So this is Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear is helping me create this video and I'm in my son's room right now in case you're wondering why I'm here with a giant stuffed bear animal. And while I was in my son's room right now, he's now playing with his dad outside, but I had this idea that I wanted to record this video for you guys about the action steps that my husband and I did once our son was born 18 months ago in terms of setting him up for financial success later on and even to become a millionaire. So exciting, right? Let's get started. Okay, so I got my phone right here and I thought I'd show you guys with a b-roll over as well about like the stuff that we did. First of all, we opened up a custodial investment account. Now, I personally have already used a brokerage account with E-Trade for 7 years prior and I've been really satisfied with them. And so E-Trade as well offers a custodial account that you can open for your kids. So what does that mean? A custodial account is essentially where you are managing the account for your kid until they turn 18 years of age or come off age, right? And then the sort of the investment account is being transferred over to your kid. So until they're 18, you're managing it. And then pretty much the idea is to, which like something that we want to be doing as well, is that later on we want to kind of invest together with our son. So I really want to kind of like get into this habit of teaching him to think about how to shop for and buy stocks, right? As kind of as normal as you would do to go out and maybe like shop for a new TV or you shop for kitchen appliances or whatever it is, right? I want him to feel like that this is really normal and a normal part of investing. So we opened up the custodial account and every month like we have automated transfer of $100 going into this account, and once it's kind of built up always over months, like every quarter usually, I look into it, but typically like I let it build up, and then sometimes when we have, for instance, extra savings as well that we're thinking we're transferring over, but typically it's about $100 a month. You can also start with like $5, $10, $50, it doesn't matter. The thing is that you're actually using the power of compound interest, right, to really understand also how you can grow your account, also kind of beating a little bit inflation over the next 18 years if you think about it, or the next 10 years depending on how old your kids are. But so that was kind of the thought behind it, that I can beat inflation if I get a certain kind of percentage between 8 to 10% annual growth a year from the money that is on the account. And so like with the custodial account, like a safe bet, for instance, is of course to invest in like funds like the S&P 500 or the Vanguard index fund. If you don't want to sort of quote unquote pick your own separate stocks, if you want it to really kind of run on the side, these are like just the things. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but just something that you can think about. Now, in case you're wondering and you're not quite sure of what a custodial account is, I'm also going to record a different video on just essentially how to really open up a custodial account, but it's super easy. You just can Google E-Trade custodial account, then you can really just like open this and follow the instructions, and within like 2 to 3 minutes you have your account and you can really set it up for your kid, and it's going to be just set them up for so much more. It gives him such an advantage already, which a lot of kids don't have. So that's just a great tip. Okay, the next thing that we did is once we moved from California to Switzerland, but it doesn't matter where you live in the world, every bank usually offers a savings account for youth, right? So meaning that until they reach usually the age between 16 or 18, it's usually an account that the banks offer where they don't charge monthly account management fee. So it's really nice as well to kind of open an account like that, and we did that actually to really help our son also like in the coming years be able to put, for instance, any kind of like money that he earns himself and through specific tasks that we're gonna give him, and he can put that on the account, just really that he is already incorporated and understands the monetary world that we all live in, right? And the cool thing is usually when you open an account like this, at least here in Switzerland, I'll show you because he got another friend when he was opening up this account, and this friend is Mr. Fox. So it's really cool because he gets like a little, I don't even know what you call it in English, but it's called like a Spardozer in German, and he can just save up coins that he finds and just like puts it in there, and it's really cute. And then when you go to the bank here, for instance Switzerland, then you know our bank guy he's going up with Cosmo and just kind of depositing the money. So it's a really cute idea actually, and I know that a lot of other banks also in the US or wherever you are located at in the world, they have some cool like tricks and tips for just youth accounts like this and extra stuff that they give you. So just another idea. So the one thing with savings account that I would watch out for is that you do have to think about inflation, right? So for us, for instance, we're only depositing about $50 to $100 like a month into that account. We never want to go that high. We would probably put the money more towards the custodial investment account just because we want to beat inflation. And it's really something that I would advise you to think about as well, because in the savings account, you're really getting no interest. And so the money just sits there. The savings account itself is more to kind of really teach your kid and get him early on used to understanding like bank accounts, right? How to deposit money, how to take it out, why he wants to take it out, and all this kind of stuff. So just something to think about. Okay, another cool idea actually, which most people don't know, is that you can open up a Roth IRA account, so already a retirement savings account in the US for your kid, even the moment that they're born. And of course, with the Roth IRA, it's capped like right now, at the time of this video that I'm recording it, at like $6,000 a year that you can put into it. But essentially with the Roth IRA, it's like tax-free money, right? Because like the gains from a Roth IRA account are, you are paying taxes on the money before you're putting it into Roth IRA. So any gains that you're making, any profit you're making, it's really cool because it is, you can be taxed later on. Because who knows in 18 years where all of the tax laws or the regulations, where they're gonna be at. And so if this is like something of interest to you, it's a cool little trick and a cool account to really also further disperse the wealth for your family and for your kid later on. Okay, I'm trying to stay in the light as I'm recording this. Okay, now another thing that, let me stay in the light. Another thing that I really wanted to mention is, now most people don't know this as well, but if you are in the US, if you've lived in the US, if you're living in the US, if you are American, regardless of where you're living, if you have an American credit card of any shape or form, you can add your kid as an authorized user to your credit card. Now this is pretty amazing because we did that right now, and so Cosmo has about 17 and a half years to build up his credit. And you guys in America, you know what that means, which means that as long as we pay obviously our credit card on our credit card receipts on time, that essentially means that Cosmo is going to have perfect aged credit at the age of 18, which is amazing because granted, if we're doing everything right and we're educating him financially well, he's going to be able to do some great stuff and leverage that money somehow in a very, very smart way later on. And he doesn't he's already years ahead of some of his fellow maybe peers of where maybe some parents weren't thinking about that, because you can totally do this. It's a cool thing, a cool hack to do, and I don't know anyone actually who does it. So if you guys are watching this video, please do this. Let me know which ones of like the tips right now that I showed you, the actionable tips you're gonna do for your kids. Let me know in the comments. And also, if you are curious and you want me to record, for instance, a video in terms of how we are going to educate our son in terms of finances, how we're going to talk to him about it, and some stuff that my husband and I talked about it that we are going to implement already or implementing already, and that from all of the research I heard is so important that you're implementing with your kid to ensure that they really become financially literate, to become financially literate. Let me know. I'll record another YouTube on it. And then don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you found this video to be helpful and got like a value or a hack or a tip from it or two. And I talk to you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.